Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today I am back with a one-page layout using the Great Escape collection from Coco Vanilla's studio. I just dug back into this collection and found that I had snuck in a few of these pieces of green cardstock, and the color just matches perfectly. So I decided to use that for my background paper. And then I'm kind of using scraps. I did trim the tree paper down a little bit. And then decided that I would use kind of the same green paper. I would rip that, and then use the dark green tree paper kind of as a barrier between the two, so it wasn't kind of, that blending in, because they are such a similar green color. So for this layout, I am using 3 photos. This is from our trip to Canada a couple of years ago. And then I decided to kind of cluster the photos in the middle. I haven't done that for quite a while. And so I decided to do that with this layout. But then I love the back side of the tree paper, the striped paper. And so what I decided to do was actually kind of use that as maybe my base for my photos. Instead of the dark green or the green cardstock. And I kind of just left a border around that of the green cardstock. I am going to mat all of my photos. This layout came together quite quickly. Even from the time that I got the collection out of my stash, I kind of just found the papers and kind of had an idea right away. And I kind of just dug right in and started. So from start to finish, it was a very, very quick layout. I did decide to trim down the bottom photo a little bit, obviously because it would be hard to get all 3 kind of 4x6 photos layered on there. So I did trim that one down, and then I double matted that one. I had a scrap piece of kind of that burnt orange. So I matted that one with the burnt orange, matted the photo on the top right in that same green. I had a scrap piece, I believe. If not, I have lots and lots of that green cardstock in the collection, and I don't even know what color it is. It doesn't have a name on it. So I kind of have them clustered here. You can see I kind of moved that bottom photo to the left a little bit more, which left a giant space to the right. And so I kind of had to figure out how to fill in that space, find a title, fill in that space. And so I decided just to start going through the ephemera to see if I could figure out what to place here. There were a whole bunch of phrases and larger phrases, kind of the adventure was one of them. So I decided to kind of play around with that, use that on the bottom right. And then I don't even know. I remember when I first got the collection, I mentioned these like half circles that are stacked and didn't know how to use them, what to call them. But I decided that I was going to use them on this layout and kind of just use them as layering pieces. So you can kind of see I have, for the most part, each of the clusters done. I just find that if I go through the ephemera pack and start placing the pieces where I think they might go, the layout comes together so much more quickly. And so that's what I ended up doing. And so I have the little car on the bottom with the adventure, and then one of those stacks of half circles down there, and then the trees and kind of the sign next to the trees on the left-hand side, and then kind of like a compass and those circles at the top with that flag. And just really like this, I guess, the simplicity of the clusters. You see here, I am adding another one of those stacks of half circles underneath of adventure. Again, just to kind of use them up. I don't know. It's just a weird embellishment piece for me, at least. So I decided just to use as many as I could on this layout because I was determined to use them. So you can see I'm kind of going through the rest of the embellishments I have, trying to figure out what else to add. I like how the cluster on the bottom, how it is kind of a larger cluster, and it almost elongates the bottom over towards the right. I was a little nervous with how big that open space was, but the pieces that I chose, I feel like really helps fill that in. So I did end up just adding some phrase stickers underneath the word adventure. And then I had some stars from like the puffy phrase stickers. So I decided to use those and scatter those around. But I also have kind of the, I'll call them maybe like enamel shapes. Those had more colors in them and had stars in those too. So I did choose quite a few of the black ones from the puffy phrase titles sheet. But then did mix in a few of the colored ones as well. I believe there is still part of this collection available at A Cherry on Top, so I will link it down below if I can find it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this layout, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.